The U.S. women's national team made an incredible blunder that cost them their Olympics pursuit. And I want to break it down for you just so you and your child don't make this mistake in the future. So when analyzing this game against Canada, we all know the end score of 1-0. The USA had, I believe, 56% possession versus Canada's 44%, and that's about fair to me. And for a normal game, that's good. Now, as we look to their shots, the shots show a different story. The U.S. had about 17 shots, 6 on frame, so that's 3-to-1 ratio to Canada's 5 shots, 2 on frame. Now, we break it down even further. One of their main things that happened, and it's very unfortunate, is their goalkeeper, Alyssa Naher, had sustained an injury, looked like a hyperextended knee. We hope that she heals back soon, but that can change the whole dynamic of the back line, the goalkeeping, the confidence of the team, and it can be very indicative of a troubled team, but our stats don't show that, still dominating our shot. A big shout out to Adriana Franch. The sub came in and was very composed in the play, and I look to see more of her moving forward because she plays for the Portland Thorns, and there's a lot of attention with their youth player, Moultrie, who's just 15 years old and still dominating in the league. Now, outside of that, those are two things that have been outside of their control, but the main theme that I see all throughout is that they weren't able to correct the mistakes they made earlier on in the tournament. Now, just following 3 games, I want to start off the first game 3-0 against Sweden. A terrible game, but you have to see your mistakes in order to not make those moving forward. And after watching that game, you see goal 1 and goal 3 were scored by working on the US's defensive left side. Now, that's something to think about. Now, moving to their next game, when they played New Zealand, 6-1 win. That's incredible bounce back after the 3-0 loss. But I'm a stickler, so we got to focus on that one. How did they score that? That goal was scored because they were pressing too high and their left back was out of position. So when a ball came over, their center back had to shift over, overcommit, and when she tried to clear the ball, she slipped, missed, and they were able to have a great FIFA goal tap in across the box. Now, moving forward to today against Canada. A similar thing, a long ball in from the goalkeeper to Canada's right wing. They go up for a header. The left back misses a header. Ball goes over, and then their 9 comes off her horse running incredibly fast. And the center back has to shift over to clear the ball out. She doesn't see the player coming in. She sneaks underneath, and unluckily, she fouls her. Okay, you can call it whatever I want. I'm gonna call it, she swept the leg on her.
Sweep the leg.
Now, after that sweep of the leg, they played defensively and they weren't able to come back and score any goals. But if they were able to make that change after that first loss against Sweden, they could have corrected this so none of this would have ever happened. Now, if you're a parent or a youth player looking at this, think about your previous games. What are some common themes that you can identify so you don't continue to make those mistakes in the future so that you can become a more well-rounded player to have more success in the future?